guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Riley and I'm going to be an incoming freshman at Indiana University in Bloomington. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe for more college content because I'm basically going to be posting college content for the next 4 years, so you may as well just subscribe now. Today I'm going to be talking about things that you should and shouldn't bring to college, mainly things that you should bring or things that I think you should bring. Obviously, I haven't started college yet. I have been in an early college program for like 2 years, but that's at a community college, so it's a little different. But I have a lot of friends that have already had their first year in college and I've talked to them, I've watched other videos on YouTube, and this is just what I think you guys should bring to college. I'm getting comfy. All right, let's get started. First, if you don't have like an area to put food, I recommend getting a utility cart. I'll insert a picture here. But basically it's just like a little metal cart that you can like put stuff on. You could either use it as like a pantry or a nightstand. It's really useful and it's actually really cheap, especially if you get it from like Walmart or like Amazon. Very, very cheap and really useful. Next, I would bring a nice water bottle as well as a Brita. So a Brita is like a handheld water filter thing. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what it is, but it's really useful in college because you don't want to be carrying like giant cases of water bottles up your stairs or like up the elevator like every single week. So it'd be nice if you could just filter your water from your dorm room and then have a nice water bottle that will keep it cold. Next is kind of obvious, a mini fridge with a freezer for ice. If you want like iced drinks, you might want to have ice, so make sure that your fridge has a freezer. Okay, so next is a shower caddy, but make sure that when you're getting a shower caddy, I know like the plastic ones are really cute. I actually bought a plastic one and I'm returning it, but make sure you get a mesh one because the plastic ones actually mold from all the water dripping in it, and that's just not a fun time. And then you would have to rebuy them like literally every few weeks because there'd be mold in it. So I recommend just getting a mesh one. Next, if you want like lighting in your room and you're not allowed to have like LED strips, I know a lot of colleges don't allow LED strips because they rip paint off the walls. I recommend getting lamps, which sounds kind of stupid, but you can get color changing bulbs so you can still have like that lighting in your room without ruining the paint on the walls. Okay, this one's actually very useful, a rolling laundry basket or a laundry backpack. I'm purchasing a laundry backpack, which I didn't even know was a thing. It's a backpack that's a laundry basket. Whoever came up with that is literally Einstein. Like, how did you, what? My mind's literally blown, I don't know. Because imagine you are living on the top floor and you just have a regular laundry basket. You're gonna have to carry that down like however many flights of stairs into the basement because usually that's where the laundry room is. I would not want to carry that all the way downstairs if I had a regular laundry basket, but if you have a laundry backpack or a rolling laundry basket, you know how much easier your life would be? Okay, next is underbed storage. You can get this from like IKEA, Target, Walmart, Amazon. Any of those like long, skinny kind of organizers are really helpful in college because unless you can like loft your bed or lift your bed, there's not really much room under your bed. So make sure you get like the long, skinny organizers. Next is wall decor. This is what's really gonna spice up your room because you can't really like put very much decorations in your room unless it's like on the wall because there isn't much room in the dorm rooms to begin with. So I would recommend getting wall decor or like lights that you can hang down. But this leads me to the next one, which is command strips, command hooks, and like putty, that like the sticky putty you can put on the wall because these things won't rip paint off the wall and you won't get in trouble with your residence hall. Make sure you do not pack way too much stuff because I've already started buying stuff for college and I move in like a month, but I'm buying like the essentials now and then decorations when I get there because you don't want to have to transport all of that from like your hometown to your college. And also, what if you buy too much? What if you don't have room for it? What if you don't like the way it turns out? There's just a lot of things that you have to keep in mind, so I recommend buying that stuff later. But wall decor is something that you can buy ahead of time just because you know that it's gonna fit on the wall because there's actually room for it. Next is trash bags. A lot of people forget this. You're gonna have a lot of trash when you're in college. Bring a lot of trash bags, make sure they're the right size. Get heavy duty trash bags because you don't want them to break. Next is a heating pad. I don't know, I don't think this is like an essential, but like I'm bringing a heating pad. I think it's gonna be really useful in college, especially when it's cold, and they're just so comfortable. Like you're gonna regret not having a heating pad when it's cold. The next one is if your dorm doesn't have heating and cooling or like AC, whatever, bring a fan because it will get hot. Also, if you have like an older dorm and like it still has AC, bring a fan because chances are in the first few weeks, first few months, it's gonna break on you and it's gonna be really, really hot depending on where your college is. So I would recommend just bringing a fan or one that like clips onto your bed. Next is a 10-foot long charger or like just a really long phone charger. You're gonna regret not having a long charger, especially if you wanna like turn over in bed and you're like, oh, like my charger won't reach this far. It's just convenient to have a longer one. And if like your friend wants to use it, you know. Along with that is extension cords. You're gonna need these for like whatever lights or whatever you hang in your room or on your desk if you have like multiple things you need to plug in, like your phone, your laptop, your iPad, your lamp, whatever you have on your desk. You're gonna want an extension cord so you can plug more stuff in. So I bring like 1 or 2. You can't forget cleaning supplies. Your dorm is gonna get gross. No matter how much you think it's not going to get gross, it will get gross. You're not going to be spending a lot of time in there, but the time you do spend in there, it will get dirty. So you may as well just bring cleaning supplies. Like just bring like Clorox wipes. That's an essential. Okay, so the next one is napkins and paper towels, which kind of goes along with cleaning supplies. Paper towels are a necessity. You're gonna spill stuff. You're gonna spill stuff. Like you're gonna spill water, you're gonna spill drinks. And what if you're like eating in your dorm and you're like, I don't have a napkin and there's like shit all over the place? Get napkins and paper towels. Next is these special hangers. I didn't know this was a thing until I was looking at stuff on Amazon, but they have special hangers. I'll insert a picture, but they basically just hang down and you can store more stuff in your closet. I know a lot of dorms you have like, at least for me, I just have one like big wardrobe. And then some people have a closet, but either way you could use them in both. But basically for one hanger you can hang 6 to 10 pieces of clothing, so you have more room in your wardrobe because you're hanging 6 things on one hanger, and it takes up the same amount of space as like maybe 1 or 2 hangers. So this one's not really like a necessity, but I would recommend bringing like a lot of cute sweats and like matching sets because you're not going to be dressed up like 24/7. So I recommend just bringing like sweatpants and sweatshirts and stuff, but make sure they're cute. You know what I'm saying? Because then you can go out in them, not like go out partying in them, but you know what I'm saying? Like you can go out and like run errands in them, you can go to class in them, and you'll still look like presentable and put together, but you're also like very comfortable and literally still wearing sweats. Next is scissors and a stapler. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Next is a vacuum. If you don't have room for like a big giant vacuum, or like you don't feel like spending like $100 whatever dollars on a giant vacuum, go on Amazon and get a handheld vacuum. Like they have some that are battery operated or that just plug into the wall and you can just literally just have a little handheld vacuum. Like you're gonna spill stuff in your dorm, so you may as well have a vacuum because it will get gross in there. Next is a first aid kit or emergency. This is basically, obviously you know what a first aid kit is. Emergency is like immune systems kind of stuff. It just keeps your immune system well because you're gonna be around a lot of sick people in college. Next is noise canceling headphones. This is kind of if you more have a roommate, because your roommate's gonna be in there probably at the same time you are, and if you don't want to listen to whatever they're saying, if they're like on the phone, whatever, you're gonna want some noise canceling headphones so you don't have to listen to them. Ellie, if you're watching this, I don't have this issue because I love you, but I don't know, it's just something to think about. A lot of people can't bring candles to their dorms just because it's a fire hazard. You can't bring like candles, you can't bring hot plates, stuff like that. So I recommend just getting like the wall plug-in air fresheners because you want it to smell nice in your dorm. But if you can't have candles, you may as well just get like plugins for the wall. The next one is plates and utensils. It depends on if your dorm has like a kitchen or a kitchenette, or if you just want to like wash them in your dorm bathroom sink. It kind of just depends on like your dorm situation. If you have a bathroom in your dorm, this is a good idea because you can wash the dishes in your dorm room. If you don't have a kitchen or like a kitchenette, I would recommend just getting plastic and paper utensils, paper plates, whatever. But if you have like a kitchenette in your dorm or in your floor, whatever, I would recommend getting just a few plates, bowls, and like a few utensils. You can buy these for really, really cheap at Target. I think they have some plastic plates that are microwave safe for like 50 cents each. I don't know, I would recommend it if you have like a kitchen available or if you plan on cooking food in college. Along with that is dish soap. That is only if you are going to be making food, and if you're bringing dishes, you may as well bring dish soap to clean it. Next is a speaker. This is kind of for like if you're just getting ready or if you're like in the shower, if you have like a shower in your dorm room. I recommend bringing a speaker, more specifically just for like getting ready with your friends. You're gonna want to play some music. So next is a hammock. This is kind of, I don't know, I want a hammock. Like, I'm bringing a hammock because what if you want to go on like a little picnic with your friends or like a little hammock time with your friends? You know, you're gonna want to bring a hammock just for funsies. I don't know. This one's kind of basic, but towels, washcloths, and a loofah. Kind of necessities. You need those. You're gonna be showering in college, I would hope. But next is bed raisers. If you are not allowed to loft your bed, or your dorm doesn't allow lofting, or there's no lofting companies available, you don't know how, I recommend getting bed raisers from Amazon. They're basically just like 3-inch little pedestal things that you can put under your bed, like under the legs of your bed, and it just raises it just a little bit so you have a little more storage under there. Next, this isn't a necessity, but I bought one for myself. I bought an iPad and an Apple Pencil because I don't want to be carrying around a bunch of notebooks, and this is just an easy way to store all of your notes, whatever, in one device. I know a lot of people take notes on their laptop. The only reason I didn't want to do that is because I have a MacBook Air, and which is like a great computer. I use it for editing, I use it for like school assignments, but when I'm taking notes in class, it literally sounds like it's gonna explode if you use it for more than 5 minutes. I don't know if anyone else has that problem, but MacBooks are just very, very loud. So I got a Apple Pencil and an iPad, so it's a lot quieter and I can actually write my notes instead of typing it because I remember things better if I write it rather than typing it. I don't know, I just think it's something to think about if you can afford it, and if you're interested in it, I definitely recommend it because I've had my iPad for like a month and I've used it literally every single day. Next is lots of tape. The last necessity is lint rollers. Okay, now I have a few things not to bring. I kind of touched on this earlier, but don't bring a lot of decorations right off the bat. Those are like the kinds of things that you can buy once you're already there. You don't need to bring a bunch with you because what if it doesn't work out? What if there's not enough room? All of this stuff builds up. So just buy them later on. You can always get them shipped, I'm sure, to your dorm or like somewhere near your dorm where you can just carry them and you can decorate your room once you get there. But when you're moving in, it's kind of one of those things where you're like on a timely basis, okay? Like you have a few hours to get all of your stuff in there, everything set up, and then leave. So I would recommend just bringing the basic things like, I don't know, sheets, towels, stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff you should be bringing when you're moving in. Then afterwards you can bring decorations, like maybe like a week later once school is started, you can get decorations shipped to your dorm or somewhere near your dorm, or you can just run to Target, get decorations, and then you can decorate your dorm. Next is I would only bring 1 or 2 blankets. Don't bring a bunch of blankets because blankets fill up so much space. You're not gonna have room for like 10 blankets. I'm having an issue of which blankets I want to bring because in my room I have like literally 800. Next, don't bring Tide Pods. For most dorms, Tide Pods don't work with their washers. I don't know why, but I've heard like horror stories about it, like Tide Pods not washing their clothes, dyeing their clothes blue from the dye in the soap. I touched on this earlier, but don't bring candles or hot plates. Most dorms just don't allow them. If you have more ideas, leave them down below because it would definitely help some people out. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope it was helpful for people who are moving into college. If you're looking for more college content, definitely subscribe to my channel because like I said, for the next 4 years, that's basically all I'm going to be posting. So make sure to subscribe. Alright, I think that's it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one.